All right. I think we're live. Yo, what's up? It's gonna be a chill stream tonight. I've just downloaded some new models, particularly Hermes 2, Cerebrum 1. Oh, Hermes 2 Vision as well. Open Code Interpreter. And my favorite, Magic Coder SDS. So first I was trying Cerebrum, and according to this Reddit post yesterday by Aether Research, they released Cerebrum 7b today, a Mistral-based native chain of thought model. So apparently it should have native chain of thought that should be better than Mistral 7b and Llama 2 quite substantially, according to these graphs, by these benchmarks. And we all know we can't trust benchmarks, so I had to do my own test. Luckily, there's this one test that I did before, and these models aren't very good at it. It's this riddle with Sally. Sally has... Why isn't my taskbar hiding? Hold the phone. This should not be visible. Did that fix it? No. I don't know why my taskbar is not hiding. Yo, Blackiano, what do I do for work? I'm a software engineer, typically. No, I'm also a content creator. Okay, looks like we're just keeping the taskbar up. That's fine. Yeah, so I asked this question. Sally has 3 brothers. Each brother has 2 sisters. How many sisters does Sally have? The answer should be 1 because there's 2 sisters in the family and Sally is one of them, so she's one of the sisters and she has 2. So I asked Cerebrum this, and it should be a native chain of thought model, meaning I shouldn't have to tell it to use chain of thought and how to use chain of thought. Anyway, so it does do some step-by-step analysis, but it gets the answer wrong. It says the answer is 5. That's not true. Then I try to tell it to plan out your reasoning and think about it step by step. It does think about it a bit more, but for some reason it goes into dollars, and I think it did that here. Sally has 3 brothers, so then it must be $3 plus 2 equals $5 sign on the other side. So obviously it was like fine-tuned by, I think, a lot of these benchmarks have like monetary kind of tests in them. Yo, EGYU FJ says, how much money are you making? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. I don't have like full-time employment, so it's very up in the air. But I charge typically like 70 to 100 USD an hour if I was to work. So let's just try the same thing with just normal Mistral, which I think I should have. Mistral instruct VO2, and let's see how that does. I think we can just press regenerate here. Sally has 2 sisters. Okay, I mean that's closer, and that actually gives like a step-by-step kind of reasoning for it. Now if we tell it to kind of think about it step by step, what will it say? We'll just give it a new prompt. I feel like we could even make this a better prompt, but here we go. We tell it to break it down, so it starts thinking about it. Since Sally is one of the sisters, she counts as one of the sisters, so in total Sally's family consists of herself and 3 brothers. She is one of the sisters. This is good. Oh no, got the wrong answer, but the reasoning was good. The number of sisters Sally has is the number of sisters in her family minus 1. Exactly, so it should be 1. Jackson, thanks for the follow. Let me fix, hold on, let me fix these double notification things. Bottrix alert, Bottrix alert. Juantino, thanks for the sub. I feel, hold on, someone sub again so I can check this. Quick, anyone? Anyone not subbed? Twitch or YouTube? I need to check if, nice. Oh, perfect. Thank you, CPP. Okay, so that was why I could just delete this. Thank you so much, CPP. Welcome to the community. Hope you're having a good time. Keep the social media grind. You'll make more money than your previous profession. That's the plan. Lucas, thank you for the sub. Okay, so that was a bit disappointing as well, but I guess, did that one say it was 5 as well? Yeah. Rando, thank you for the sub. So yeah, no surprises with Cerebrum. Hold on, let's see if we can change the prompt to get it to do better. So I made this video about Nemanja, thank you for the sub. I made a video about what did I call it? Algorithm of thought. Take friend. Did I put it on YouTube? Yes. Mexican American, thank you for the sub. So in this video, I kind of explain a prompting system called algorithm of thought, which kind of helps LLMs like think about it. And this is pretty much the algorithm. You tell it to first define the problem, second gather information, third analyze the information, fourth formulate a hypothesis, fifth test the hypothesis, sixth draw conclusions, and 7 reflect. So it's quite a long algorithm. So what I'm actually going to do is write, because I haven't written this down anywhere, I'm going to write it down in my LM Studio preset GitHub so we can refer to it and use it later. I'm just going to write it in my README. Pro tip algorithm of thought. Add this to the end of your prompt for better reasoning. So I think, can I do it like this? I think I can do it like this. I'll be like, use an algorithm of thought approach. First, I need to copy this because I can't remember it off the top of my head. What was the algorithm? First, define the problem. Second, gather information. Third, analyze the information. Fourth, formulate a hypothesis. These are the steps that are really important. It's formulate a hypothesis. Fifth, test the hypothesis. Fifth, test the hypothesis. I should probably not highlight. I mean it doesn't matter, but let's keep it consistent. Fifth, test the hypothesis, and 6. I could have probably, let's just use numbers here to save tokens. 6, draw conclusions, and finally reflect and repeat from step 1 if needed. Okay, so that's pretty much the added algorithm of thought. So now, anytime I want that, I can just go into this repository here and copy this. Now I can go back into my inference and add this to the end of my question, just like that, copy paste. Oh, I misspelled conclusions, conclusions, and save that and regenerate the answer. And while that's doing that, I'm going to change that typo. conclusions. Okay. Easy. Let's see if it figures out the answer with the algorithm of thought process. Okay, so define the problem. Gather information, 3 brothers, 2 sisters. Clarify when it says each brother has 2 sisters, it means that there are 2 sisters shared among the brothers. So there are indeed 2 sisters in the family. Since Sally is one of those sisters, she has 1 sister. There, it says the answer right here. So just by giving that algorithm of thought, we actually get hopefully the right answer. We can conclude that she has 1 sister. Yeah. Excellent. So let's see if that same thing works with the dumb model that didn't get to do it. Cerebrum 1. Sorry, I call it dumb because they claim to be smarter than Mistral, but they weren't. So we're going to try it again with this algorithm of thought. Just to show the power of prompting. Like, you can make a dumb model a lot smarter if you just prompt it with an algorithm of thought, potentially. Let's see. No, it's still trying to do math with monetary values. So 6. It got the answer even more wrong. Definitely deleting this model. Not happy with it. Trash bin. Did that go? Oh, did I delete the wrong one? I might have deleted the wrong one. Where did I? Oh no, it just didn't delete. Maybe because I have it loaded. Eject. Delete now. There we go. Finally deleted. Alright, let's try Hermes 2 Pro. They just released this yesterday. Shout out to Nous Research or Nous Research. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let's see if Hermes 2 Pro can solve this riddle without chain of thought. So here, each brother has 2 sisters. Here. Actually, I guess we need to copy and paste this. I think it just uses Mistral instruct and send that. Response. Sally has 1 sister. Wow. That's really good. I got the answer first try. Zero attempts. Yeah, I think Nous Research is actually a very respected maker of models. So I actually had high hopes for this. So that's really good. I didn't have any more tests, but I think, look, they have a vision model as well. So I actually kind of want to try that. Let's load that vision model. And now we can show it some pictures and see what it thinks about the pictures. Okay. Start a new chat. I think I took a screenshot of the Cerebrum Reddit post, which I'll just show. Oh. Oh, I didn't. Oh no, here it is. Yeah. So, yeah, if you see here, I took a screenshot of that Reddit post that shows the graphs and a bunch of text. It is kind of complex. I'm just going to upload it into this vision model to see what sense they can make of it. The legend, what's up, yo? How are you? So just drag and drop it here. Make sense of this post. Let's see what they think. The image is a graphical representation of a software install process. That's not technically true. Focusing on progress bar and status details. The progress bar in the center, blue image, installation progress. That's not what it is. That is not true. Okay, that's not very good. Hope you're doing fine. Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you, the legend. Just testing out some local models here. This was just in LM Studio, but we're gonna move on to try them out with a tool, probably Open Interpreter, to see how they do with that. Oh, actually, I think this ended up using a different preset. Let me have a double check. Oh no, it always ends in those. Anyway, I forgot about that. It's prompt format Vicuña. Yeah, I thought so. Let's try it with Vicuña. I doubt it'll change anything, but we can have a try. Vicuña, reload the model and regenerate the response. I like the speed though. The speed is definitely good. It's like less than a few seconds. Nice. It's actually the right answer this time. It's a graphical representation of performance of a system resource. Kind of. Well, it's closer. Represents CPU. Okay, maybe not. It's a good guess though. It's like guessing a lot. But yeah, really happy with Hermes 2 Pro. So let's try that as a backend for Open Interpreter. Now I don't know exactly what I want to do with Open Interpreter, but we can just play around. Ken Tony, thanks for the follow. Thoughts on Devon AI? I think it's very overhyped, but we'll definitely get something that good soon. I think the coolest thing about Devon AI is its ability that it has its own web browser. That's something I haven't seen any of the other software engineering AIs do. I've seen them have their own console, well, use your console and use your editor, but I haven't seen them also have like a browser they can use that you can visually see. I don't think so. That's pretty new. I mean, we have Open Interpreter OS mode, which can use a browser kind of, but I think it leaves a lot to be desired at the moment. But yeah, we're going to try Open Interpreter now with a local model. So this model is definitely not as smart as GPT-4, so let's not expect too much. Let's keep our expectations kind of low, but let's just see what we can do with it. I'm not really sure yet exactly what I want to do. Let's just see what folder we're in. Let's make a new folder called Hermes test. cd Hermes test. Oh, there's one thing I had. This is something that I tried before. Let me bring up some files. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Sorry. We can kind of get it to do some analysis on some files. Not really sure what files. Okay, clickless cage. Hot Dog says they're worried about when they graduate after seeing Devon. Yeah, I mean, that's a legitimate concern, but there's also a lot of opportunity for you building these kind of tools, I guess. You just gotta keep trying things, you know. I don't think like living in fear is the best strategy. But yeah, sorry, I don't have like the best advice. I want to try like view my documents without going into them. Like, what kind of documents? I saw. So what's a good beginner C++ program? Personally, I'm not sure, but I'm sure YouTube, if you YouTube it, you'll find something. There'll be so many cool tutorials. I'm not sure. Personally, I like hardly ever use C++. I like making games. I don't know if you like making games. Definitely making games is fun, but I guess it's not that appealing on. I guess no beginner projects are that appealing on a resume. Okay, well, look, let me go back. This is what I kind of tried with a bunch of other models before. So I have this folder. It has a bunch of invoices in a few different formats. Let me extract this. So there's like that invoice in a PDF, and then there's invoices in docx, which I do have Word. I was gonna say I haven't paid for Office, so yeah. Oh my god, it's actually messed everything up here. Can I open this in LibreOffice? Yeah. Oh man, white screen. Oh cool, so it actually didn't render too bad. Kind of like that, just a normal. Now the thing is, the data is in a table, so it's kind of hard to scrape. It's not like a typical docx. So yeah, we're gonna try. Pretty much what I want to try to do is scrape all the monetary values from every file and combine them and get a total. Nikita says software developers aren't needed anymore. They're definitely still needed, and they definitely will be in the near to short term, medium term. But over time, it seems like AI is slowly chipping away at its capabilities of being able to do what we do, like coding these days. It can be done with a lot less knowledge of like coding syntax, but there's still a lot of the problem solving and the software engineering of connecting things and debugging is kind of like these AIs aren't very good at that yet. JW says, for Llama file, can I use its API to send prompts from my app? Yes, exactly, you can. It hosts the server, so you can use just like a normal OpenAI SDK, but with Llama file as the backend. GameZone says, what do you think about Devon AI? Yeah, I think it's overhyped, but the idea is great. I really like how it has the like the browser inside of it, along with the editor and the console. But I don't think it's as like lives up to the hype that everyone's giving it. Like we've had AI software engineers before. It says it's the first AI software engineer, but it's definitely not. But it could be the best performing one, maybe. It's going in the right direction though, yes, for sure. It's definitely going in the right direction. JW says, so delays and extra configuration for ChatGPT? I'm not sure what you mean by that one. Would you like to clarify that question, please, JW? Okay, so I think you guys get the idea of that folder with the invoices in it. So let's run interpreter that's pointing to my local hosted Hermes 2 Pro. They've updated their profile file format. Sure, I don't think I did anything to my profile. And now let's give it a prompt. So let me just double check. I used to save this. No, okay. I'm going to say, let's make this bigger for everyone. You are in a folder with invoice documents. Your end goal is to sum all the total amounts from each document to provide an overall total. Go about this step by step, making sure you analyze each file before trying to extract the total. Let's see. Zaid, yo, what's up? Can we get an update on what we're doing? Yeah, so I was testing out some local models, And now I'm testing out this local model with this tool called Open Interpreter, which kind of takes your text prompt and writes scripts and executes them to finish your task. So I'm using a model called Hermes 2 Pro, which was by Nous Research or Nose Research, just released yesterday. And I'm trying to get it to some invoices I have in this folder I have. So let's see. So it defaults to a 3000 token window, but we could do up to 3200. No, 32,000. That's a lot. We're going to keep it at the default, and then if we run into issues, I'll change it. BP, thanks for the follow. JW says, can I use Llama on Arclytics? Yeah, definitely. Class Object says, I code for 3 years now, but I feel my skills aren't enough. That's the thing about coding and technology. You have to stay up to date with what you have. Unless you want to keep working on the old tech, there is that niche as well. JPat, thank you for the follow. Like, I think a lot of these AIs aren't going to be able to do a lot of that old, outdated tech, like Fortran or Cobalt or something. I don't know. I don't even know how that works. Personally, I haven't even touched any of that. Yeah, I have heard about Devon. He keeps getting mentioned every like 10 minutes, so it's really hard not to hear about Devon. But yeah. Okay, so it's continuing. I'm not sure where from. So it's trying to get a list of all the files in the current directory and find the last occurrence of a number. That's pretty cool. So normally they give a plan, but this one went straight to coding, but luckily it didn't go straight to totaling. So let's see what it did. Actually, it kind of did. Total 0. There we go. As I expected, because these numbers are in a table. So it says, can it prepare a PDF or Excel by date using the invoices? Yeah, theoretically it can. It definitely can with GPT-4, but we're using a local 7B model, so it's not very smart. Now it's just going to list all the files in the current directory because we had an issue getting the total before in its first try, so it's like going debugging mode now. Hurry is welcome. You're watching Local AI agent debugging. Do I use ChatGPT and Stack Overflow? Yes, definitely do. More ChatGPT, less Stack Overflow. I use Stack Overflow when I'm super desperate. Adarsh, yo, good to see you back. Hope you're well. Okay, it's got all the file names. There's several text files present in the current directory. Most of them are docx, which are not in the plain text format, hence cannot be processed directly using regular expressions. So we can filter out the .text, and we only want to process a .text, but little does it know that there was no .text. So let's just give it feedback. There is no .text. Only look at the docx. The information are in tables. That is also a tip. GPT possibly replace my job. We get smarter and smarter. Yeah, well, you gotta change your job so, you know, do what GPT can't do. Or be the one that guides GPT. Could I give us the link? It might save me from doing office duty. What do you need the link for, Zaid? 1.8. Hey man, is coding easy without knowledge, but willing to learn? Yeah, well, these days you don't really need to know the exact syntax of coding. You just like kind of talk to an AI to help you do things and kind of guide it. So it's going to install Python docx, the library we need to interface with docx documents, and we already have it. I'm having the opportunity to switch to cybersecurity. Yeah, I think there's a lot of jobs in cybersecurity at the moment from soft dev. You couldn't find any jobs as a dev? Yeah, it seems like there's more jobs in cyber now, and less jobs in software dev for sure. Adarsh asked, what's new for today? I'm just testing out this new local model Hermes 2 Pro. It's doing pretty well. It's passed a lot of my tests. Now I'm just trying to get it to extract some numbers from an interestingly formatted document. Well, a bunch of interestingly formatted documents. Let's see how it goes. How are you doing, Adarsh? What's new? Okay, so the previous script didn't actually look at any files, so now it's going for every file in the current directory that ends with a docx. And oh, it seems like it's lost some context here because I don't know if that function exists. I don't think it has access to that function, does it? Oh, looks like it might. Giovanni, thanks for the follow. Yuhna says, do you know any model that can complete a project on its own? You need more than a model to complete a project, but yeah, there is a tool that I think can do a project pretty well. We can try it this stream, and that is Pythagora. I tried it last stream. We didn't get too far with it, but I think we can try again today and do better. But I just want to let this run for like another 10 minutes. Zaid says, link for a setup Hermes with GPT or a tutorial. If you guys want to use local models with Open Interpreter, a good tutorial is by Mike Bird. I don't have a link for it, but you can, hold on, where's my Chrome? But if you go onto YouTube and search Mike Bird Local Open Interpreter, this one. This is a pretty good tutorial for how to run local models with Open Interpreter.
Using open source software. The first option is Ollama. You get Ollama from their website, very straightforward to set up.
By Mike Bird. Hariz, thanks for the follow. Orbro asks, what am I doing? I am trying to run Open Interpreter with a local model to extract numbers from a bunch of documents. Yeah, Adar says, plain sailing, looking forward to get access with Devon. Yeah, man, Devon has got so much hype. Cataclysm says, this looks like a job for Prompt Foo. Yeah. Prompt Foo is more for like testing LLMs on a particular case. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Mo, wagwan, my G. Let me just limit this chat here. Limit the width. 200. Oh no, it died. Did it kill it? Oh, pixels. No. Yo, someone on YouTube type something. Mar, what's up? Mar, are you Dermar? Did I saw this Dermar? It totally is you. No, I don't know. Is it you? Jake Demar? I saw this guy on Twitter and I'm like, wait, I know Amar. Demarker? Coffee dope. Thanks for the follow. Marius, hello. Is premium GPT worth it? Depends on what you're using it for. What did I say? The model that can help complete a project? This one, Pythagora. There's also GPT Engineer. and there's Sweep, there's Aider, and there's Dev GPT. There's like all these like coding GPTs. We're gonna try GPT Pilot. It's called GPT Pilot by Pythagora. We're gonna try it really soon. Let me just see what this code does. This will be the last test. Okay, what was the error? Paragraph has no attribute element. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let me show you guys GPT Pilot. But we need ideas. We need an idea of what app to make. Come on, guys. This is your time to shine. I'm gonna open my Pythagora folder here. I think. Wait, where do I open it? Here. Okay. We have apps. The cool thing is you can load pre-existing apps and load them at particular steps. How cool is that? But let's create a new app today. Have I tried GPT Git Copilot? GitHub Copilot? No, not really. I'm using Double at the moment as my Copilot, and continue.dev sometimes. It's been a long time since. Yeah, I remember seeing you ages ago. I wanted to find that Twitter guy. I forgot who it is. But yeah, does anyone have any ideas for an app we could try build? We could ask ChatGPT for ideas. This thing can do like full stack apps as well. How about just a chat app? Because I think we can deploy it as well. Let's create a new app. We're gonna call it Tech Friend Chat. Tech Friend Chat. It works best with web apps. So I'm gonna say a real-time chat application where users can talk to each other. Cataclysm says an app that can prompt the front end so you don't have to use the API. Oh, that's cool. So like it kind of, but it is an API though, right? An API to talk to front end, so you don't have to have it like an API key. I think that exists. I think there's so many problems in that, like there's so many prevention methods that websites use to stop bots. I like that. So it says something like the Snoop Dogg caller. That's cool. I don't know if this because I think this uses GPT-4, and I don't know if that knows how to use like 11 labs or something. Should we try that? Okay, let's say I don't know, I think like if we just, I want something to be working, so I feel kind of confident that a chat app will work. Mar says, what languages does Pythagora support, or is it just web dev? It says it works best for web dev, but I don't know, I feel like it could support more like Python and stuff. A real-time chat application where users can talk to each other. And then one thing I ran into issues before is like it tried to use npm a lot, and that for some reason doesn't work on my shell, so I'm going to tell it to make sure to use yarn instead of npm. when running commands in console. And the cool thing about Pythagora is it like asks follow-up questions, kind of like a software engineer would, to get more requirements out of the user. Vids, thank you for the follow. So it's asking me what's a primary goal or use case for the chat application for a community to talk to each other. Edmund, thank you for the follow. Will users need to create accounts, or should it support anonymous chatting? It should support anonymous chatting, but accounts can be made to secure a username. That'd be pretty cool if that works. Please follow Lolzu says, what are you doing? I'm using this tool, Pythagora GPT Pilot, to create software without me having to write any code. Just by answering questions. It's kind of like an AI software engineer. Should users be able to create and join different chat rooms, or will there be a single chat room? A single global chat room. User 6, thanks for the follow. Do you want the chat messages to be persistent, or that when a user joins they can see the history, or should it be transient? Persistent chat log. So it's going to be creating a database now as well, with the persistent chat log. Lolzu says, I've done that for a recoil script. What's a recoil script? Sounds pretty cool. For account creation, besides username, are there any additional features? Like no additional features. Let's keep it kind of simple. Do I require any moderation tools? No moderation tools. Kind of keep it kind of simple. I think one of the things about Pythagora is it sometimes over-engineers things. It's asking about formatting support like bold, links, or italics. We're just going to say no. Let's keep it simple. Any third-party integrations? Once again, we'll say no. Although it seems like it can really do a really deeply engineered thing. What is this full screen? Oh, cool. Full screen mode. Jana, thank you for the follow. Lolzu, thank you for the follow. What program are you making? I'm just trying to make kind of like a chat room. So it's going to be like a full stack application with a database. Look here, we can see it's going to be using Node.js for the backend, MongoDB for the database, and EJS front end with server-side rendering, Bootstrap for styling, and plain vanilla JS for dynamic content. And it's noted that it's using Yarn as my package manager. So it's great. It's noted down everything I said. Can we continue? Yes, let's continue. Didn't expect it to ask so many questions compared to others like AutoGPT. Yeah, that's definitely one of, maybe you could say, strong points or annoying points about Pythagora, is it asks a lot of clarifying questions, which can be good. You can't, I think you definitely do want something like this to ask a lot of clarifying questions. All right, so now it's kind of making like a project architecture and structure full of dependencies and oh, now it's actually executing some commands. So first it's checking my node version, and we're running node 20. Now it's checking the Mongo SH version. Oh, we have Mongo SH 2.1. Now it's checking my Yarn version 1.2. And oh, now it's doing npm install, dude. I told it to not do npm. I think it's kind of, yeah, see, npm is not recognized. It's kind of always wants to do, sorry, we can just do a yarn install. It always wants to do npm. Guess there's no way around that. Can it do basic C++ image UI? I'm not sure. I haven't tried. It says in the welcome screen, it says it's best at web apps, so it might struggle with C++. Now it's got the plan for making the app, like making all the files, and you can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tasks that it wants to complete, and it's using WebSockets, which is really good. You definitely want that for a chat app. It's real-time communication protocol on the web. Yeah. While it's doing that, I'm going to try fix this again. Oh, now it's actually using Yarn to add a package. Great. Adding the WS package for WebSockets. Mr. Dorr says, is this available to use? Yeah, I think it is. If you just search for Pythagora or GPT Pilot, let's try that. Pythagora.ai. Looks like that's their website. It's just a VS Code extension. So you click Get Pythagora, and then you install the VS Code extension. And they have a little free trial that you can use as well. You don't have to pay for the first, I don't know, X commands or something. But then, yeah, then you can also use your own API key, or alternatively, you sign up with them. And it's also open source in their CLI version. Mar says, I think npm install is a hard prompted. The rest is going through Yarn. Yeah, it looks like that, which is good. So we're definitely getting further than we were last time, which is nice. And yeah, now it's just going through and writing all the files. Here we go. And now it's actually opened one of the files that it's written, server.js, with the WebSocket code and some HTTP endpoints as well, which is really nice. It also does a review, which is really cool. And there's actually some things that it wants to change. So we can see that it's actually still on step 1 because it's doing a review and stuff. Well, it looks like it's finished the review. And now it wants us to start the server to kind of check the progress ourselves. So it kind of gets the user to check the progress at each task before continuing to the next one, just to make sure that every task is up to standard. So it's saying here, can you check if the app works, please? Here's a description of what should work. So we should first run yarn start, and the server should run at localhost 3000. I'm just going to copy that. And then you open your browser, you visit the site, and this is the expected result. Web page opens. There's nothing specific, but the page loads without any errors. And then you open another instance, and you should have 2 browsers open with the same URL without any errors. Press F12, look at the console, and then it wants us to manually send a WebSocket message from one of the consoles. That's pretty interesting. So it's getting us to manually test that the WebSocket is working, because that's the only thing that it's implemented. That's pretty cool. So let's do that for it. We can click Start App. I think that will run the server. And if we go to that local host URL, TechFriend Chat. Excellent. So we got TechFriend Chat. Let's open up the console. No errors there. We'll open up another version in another browser. And looks like it's loading, stuck on loading. Let's have a look. Okay, this one's stuck on loading, and so is that one. So it might have timed out. Looks like it's timed out here. There's a database refused to connect. So let's see what it says about that. Thank you for the follow. Feedback indicates that the database connection has an issue. Ensure MongoDB is installed. is it gonna have to get us to that? Check the N file in the root directory. Ensure database is correctly set. If you're running a database, it's often that. So pretty much we have to check that MongoDB is installed. If it's not installed, we have to install it manually. So it does provide steps. First it says check the .n file. Let's do that. Oh, that's the wrong .n file. techfriendchat.env. MongoDB / localhost. Maybe we need the URL, I mean the port 27017. Actually, how do we verify that it's running? You're still encountering, wait, check the end file. This is often this. If you're running MongoDB and running, if it's not installed, you'll need to download sudo start MongoD. Should I ask it? How can I start MongoDB in Windows? Definitely some issues with MongoDB. Services application. No. Mongo. What about this? Eval. That is a bit annoying. So having to go and install something separately is definitely a bit annoying. Would have been nice if it was using something like that you could just install through commands. It's getting me to install MongoDB from the actual website, unfortunately. And I don't think infinite loop, you done, bro. Yeah, it's a bit sad. If I close Pythagora and open it again, and I think we can load an app from the first step. Oh no, erase all the steps. No, we actually need to change the first description. Adar says, why don't you try to use HTML local storage just for testing instead of an actual database? Yeah, that's what I ended up having to do the first time I tried Pythagora. Is tell it to not use MongoDB, not use a database. I guess we can do that again. Let's let's give it a third try. Coco Mapachi, have you any experience applying LLMs? Yeah, I think so. Depends what you mean by applying LLMs. I have a software as a service that uses ChatGPT on the back end, and I use LLMs locally to do stuff. Do you think it'd be possible to do something like this? Let me explain. Go ahead, explain. Can't you try to use JSON, Osmar? I mean, MongoDB is a JSON database, but yeah, pretty much we're gonna do the same thing, but not use a database. So we're gonna go check friend chat to a chat app online. No messages or user info is stored. I'm gonna say an anonymous chat app online. No messages or user info is stored. No database is required. Yo, it's Zachary. Thanks for the follow. No database is required. Use npm when, wait, no, use yarn when running commands in terminal. Oh, someone else followed. Thank you. Sorry, I missed it. In place of npm. I gotta make those things last longer, I think. Oh man, Coco Mapache going hard. Coco Mapache, thanks for the follow. Okay, they say if we have a text, we can tokenize it by words. Each word becomes an integer. I think that's almost embedding. We could take corpuses of text in multiple different languages. Yantu, thanks for the follow. And then tokenize them all and alter the same tokens. At this point, the language in what the original languages were lost since they're all converted to the same tokens. But due to grammatical relationships, statistical properties, and usage of end tokens and so on, the text probably have different features. Could an LLM be trained to determine the language of a tokenized text this way? Yes, I think so. Because they will follow a pattern distinguished to that language. It'll still be some guessing, but for instance, like English, it's like subject, predicate, you know, we have a specific structure, but then Japanese, it might be like predicate, subject, or, you know, something like that. DY, thanks for the follow. Un seguido más maestro. My Spanish isn't very good, if that's Spanish, so I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that one. Have I heard of Voynich manuscript? No, I haven't. What's the primary goal? For a community to chat online. One to one. Let's just have one public chat room. Just make this real simple. They can choose a nickname. Site says, I'm investing in a new PC. What OS do you recommend for testing LLMs and fine-tuning? It doesn't matter too much. I think Mac, a lot of software is available for Mac first for some reason. But then again, Microsoft releases a lot of stuff only for Windows. Linux is pretty good for like just coding, tech stuff in general. There's no right or wrong answer. I'd say just whatever you're comfortable with. What am I doing right now? I'm testing Pythagora. I'm trying to make a chat app without me having to write any code. And hopefully I can deploy it as well. It's hopefully a full stack app, but no database because we had some issues with Mongo. Paloma, thanks for the follow. Googie says, hey, I just watched your llama file video. My question is, can it be Dockerized and used as a... Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely can. So it's just one file and it runs a web server. So if you have it in a Docker and you just run that file, you should have your server running in that microservice. Yes, and you can call it just with the OpenAI SDK. Ninja says, what's with Devon? It's super hyped. It's really promising. I like the idea, but it could be a bit overhyped. And yeah, we just don't know. Obviously, I'm testing a very similar tool right here with Pythagora. And, you know, there's all these little issues that you don't get to see in the demos, right? Coco says, I see you using double VS Code extension. Oh, the double, yes, double. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it's got free autocomplete from my testing, so that's really nice. Doob says, I heard that GPT Pilot might be working on adding a browser feature. Yeah, they definitely should. That would be so good. A browser feature is really what makes Devon special, having its own browser. So if we have that in GPT Pilot, that would be amazing. By the way, good to see you back, Doom. Any form of moderation? No. It's going to pretty much say no. No. Cody, thanks for the follow. Should the chat app have any features to notify new users? No. Actually, that'd be kind of cool, but yes. Yes. Okay, finally, we got this. We got it to start. I hope this actually works. This is what my fourth attempt at creating an app. Coco says, is Pythagora tool worth trying? How does it compare to Copilot? Yeah, well, I don't think Copilot can actually build new whole projects and run commands, can it? I haven't used Copilot, so I'm not sure. But from what I heard, it was just generating text and suggesting autocompletes and a chat interface. Whereas this actually creates files, creates the whole project, runs commands, tries to debug stuff. Marco, thank you for the follow. Reviews the code. Can we proceed? Yeah, I'm sure this is fine. Mar says Copilot is built to write small pieces of code and coding support. Yeah, thought so. Is it free? Says Coco. Yeah, Pythagora is open source in the CLI version. And the VS Code version, which I'm running right now, they do give you some tokens for free. After that, you can use your own API key, like OpenAI API key, or you can use their paid plan for tokens. Doom says, yes, Devon is hype because there's no other AI like it. It's very unique and advanced. It might have had hookups on the way, but so far it seems promising. Yes. Toloco, thanks for sharing the live. Said says, long time ago you said you'll make a video journey of how you acquired this knowledge. Oh, man, I put that on the back burner. It was just like, I don't know where to cut it off. It's just like my whole life. I should make it. I do want to make more like cinematic style videos kind of thing. But no, I didn't make it. I wrote a script. I started writing a script. Yeah. I don't want it to be shit. I want it to be a good video, and I guess that's kind of what made me. What's making it take so long. But it's definitely in the backlog. Thanks for bringing that up, Zaid. Yarn. Oh, it's actually using Yarn in it. Oh, that's interesting. Yarn at Express. Nice. Coco says, what I've been doing is to break down my target app into smaller chunks and ask Copilot to do each, then assemble them. Yeah, cool. Any idea how the code for complex tasks at Pythagora outputs compares? Not really. But yeah, I used to do a similar thing with ChatGPT to just get it to generate a little small target. Yo, thanks for the rose. Doom says GitHub Copilot isn't even good compared to GPT Pilot, and GitHub Copilot doesn't give good code, it just gives trash code. Oh, Dom, thanks for sharing a live. Yanri says, can you use it to make cheats in a game? Theoretically, yeah, but realistically, I think that'll be pretty difficult. What kind of game are you trying to cheat for? Oh, we have a full screen GPT Pilot now. Okay, so it finished its first step, and it wants us to run yarn start in the terminal and check the browser to see if we see a web page with the message hello world. So let's try that. Yarn start. Oh. Yarn start. All right, we've ran yarn start. Now let's go into Chrome, refresh. We see hello world. Perfect. We actually got past step 1 this time. So we can say continue. Now we're starting step 2. Let's go. Hater says, what do you think about Dave AI? Are we cooked? I think you mean Devon AI. And it's definitely concerning if all you want to do is be a code monkey. But if you're a true software engineer, I feel like there's always going to be something for you to make. But yeah, definitely concerning in the long term. I think we're good for another like a few years at least. Green Tea says, what do you think about software development in 5 years? Is development cooked? Pretty much the same question. I think in 5 years, yeah, it's definitely going to look a whole lot different than it does today. Like already today, if you're a good software developer, you should be using GPT-4 to like write all the like code you know how to work. You just have to explain the logic and GPT-4 writes the code, right? It'll be similar in the future. You just explain what you want and these tools will kind of take all the tedious work out of it. But there's still the kind of engineering, kind of architecting, kind of problem solving aspect that I think won't be automated for a while. Doom says you can't even use GPT-4 to make cheats, but you have to. Oh, you can even use GPT-4 to make cheats, but you have to know what questions to ask. That's exactly right. Like these days, it's knowing how to guide these AIs, knowing what questions to ask, knowing how to design things kind of yourself. Like, sure, they could automate some of that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Am I making a full clip about the project? If it goes well. Iconics, good to see you. You've tried GPT Pilot. It doesn't identify its own code if you move workspace files. Oh, interesting. I've noticed you can load projects though. I don't know if you move stuff around, if that comes with it. MM602, thanks for the follow. Yarn add WS, so now it's adding the WebSocket library. Green Tea says, great to hear that I likely won't lose my job for at least 5 years. 5 years is a lot of time, but also I guess not that much. You just have to adapt, man. You gotta be ready for the next thing. Become a content creator like me, you know? Make videos. But even that's probably not safe with Sora. So I don't know. We're all doomed. At that stage, you know. Just be a plumber. Do I do blockchain? Not really. Adar says, I don't think the Gen AI will be able to replace software developer anytime soon. You need to know what you need, how to prompt it, etc. So basically, you need to know how to already use a tech for any Gen AI to help you. Coco says, among all the many AI code assistant tools available now, which is the best? I thought GitHub Copilot was the most popular, but it seems might not be after all. Honestly, I use just GPT-4 the most. Tofik and Azu, thanks for the likes and follows. Sorry, thanks for the follows. But as for actually packaged agents that write code for you in multiple files and debug stuff, there's a few. There's ChatDev, there's MetaGPT, there's Aider, there's GPT Engineer, there's this GPT Pilot, there's Sweep, there's so many. So that's why I was kind of pissed off when Devon came out and said we're the first software engineer. Yeah, they're the first with their own unique interface, which I think is very good. But yeah, just to say they're the first AI engineer in general is a bit annoying. Iconic says GPT Pilot app should generate first plan and then let the user go through the plan and then execute. It almost does that, but yeah, not to the granularity you might want. Mar says they're going to be working at McDonald's in 5 years. Nova, hey, you're Indonesian? Hello, salamat pagi. Hater says, what do you think the safest job is in the future? Oh, that's a great question. Prostitute, probably. I don't know. It's a bad answer. Raka says some people might use Devon for hacking online game. Yeah, they definitely could. They could use GPT-4 for hacking an online game. Andra says, is Angular still worth it? Yeah, for the next 5 years. Rosfi says, what project are you making? I'm trying to make a chat app. Is coding hard? It is if you don't know how it works at the start, but the more you know, the easier it gets. Kind of like math. Doom says you have to use these AI bots as tools because they are tools. Companies wouldn't need 3,000 developers anymore, but they still need a few developers to tell them what AI to build. Only trying Devon out will tell us what they really meant as the first AI software engineer. Nah, that's all marketing. Okay, now they want us to test this app out again, doing yarn start again and open a Chrome WebSocket tool and navigate to, yo, thanks for the follow, whoever that was on Twitch. Sorry, I missed it. Open the WebSocket and send hello server on the WebSocket. I don't have a WebSocket tool, but we can do that through PowerShell. So I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT to send me write a PowerShell command to connect to WebSocket at this URL. Jon Snow asks, what do I think about Devon AI? That's like the most asked question on this stream. Yeah, I think it's a bit overhyped, but the idea is great. It's definitely in the right direction. We're definitely going to be like automating more software engineering processes over time. But at the moment, I don't think it's as good as everyone says it is. I think the idea that it has its own web browser is really cool. What can I use to run my own private AI? Use LM Studio or Ollama or Gen AI or Llama File. I think the software company needs a human to prompt the AI. Yeah, well, it does at the moment. Maybe different in the future. They use AIs to prompt AIs. Yes, Maddie and Jon Snow, thanks for the follow. Kennedy, hey, what's up? We're just creating an app with Pythagora. It's kind of like Devon. It's a GPT. It's an AI software engineer. Raider Duck, yo, what's up? How'd you go with the Tesla GPUs? Are they even called GPUs? I don't know. But yeah, how'd you go with the Tesla cards? Will Devon replace programmer jobs? Maybe in the future. Yeah. So now, whoa, we just need to make it a one-line command. Why is it giving me a whole ass script? I just want to connect to a WebSocket. It shouldn't be this difficult. Anyway, it's made it one line. Let's try. Let's try connect to that WebSocket now. Oh, it connected, but I got an error. Is it because of this? How about now? Okay, nice. Now if I type hello. This is definitely a weird way to connect to a WebSocket. But it definitely did connect. What does it say? It's like we need to send hello and the server will echo. Oh, they have their own. Oh, it's a Chrome extension. WebSocket client. Let's have a look at this thing they suggested. So it says, what's the best language for getting started with automation and dealing with LLMs? English. English and ChatGPT. Alright, whatever. Let's just add this Chrome extension. Are you able to do ML model with Pythagora? Yeah, theoretically, but realistically they say it's best for web apps, so yeah, okay. Let's try connect using this web extension. Connect. Oh, it didn't connect. Connect. Why didn't it connect? Maybe we don't need WS? Nope. This doesn't work. Even my PowerShell script worked better than this. I'm gonna remove this extension. Yo, thanks for the follow. Sorry I missed it. I gotta make those longer. My bad, everyone on Twitch that I've missed that's followed me. Where was that? This one. I'm just gonna say that it works. We'll continue it. I think we can still debug it later if it messes up. Pembusme says, what's backend technology is best for websites? There's no best. There's different use cases. I like serverless Llama architecture. I use Node.js, but I don't know. Elixir is good. That's what WhatsApp was built on, but there's so many different languages and frameworks to use. Hummingbird asks, what's this? This is Pythagora, AI software engineer. Oh shit, I missed Raider Duck's message. Hold up, I'll get it up. Jack Ripper, yo, good morning. Can I see my old chat? I'm gonna have to go on Twitch. Hopefully I can see everyone that followed as well. Hummingbird says, which means I talk to it in English and it creates all the code, runs all the commands, and I just talk in English. That's the idea of an AI software engineer. Yo, where's the chat, bro? Here. You got them both in, but weird stuff. Gen AI only detects one. Okay, but you still got one working. That's really good. Oh, it wasn't working very well last night. It was 90 degrees. Crazy. How did these all-in-one integrated tools perform for a task a bit more out of the standard, like mathematical computing? Yeah, I mean, they're already a bit rough with their current, with just simple apps, so I can imagine they'll probably be pretty bad with more complex stuff. Yo, Jack's verified. Damn, Jack. Okay, you don't need to flex on us like that with your verified Twitch user badge. Good morning to you, sir. Although it is nighttime here. Ahmed, thanks for the follow. Iconic says, I need to make my recent AI generated repo work. Can I provide assistance? Maybe, man. Shoot a message to the Discord. And does it cost? Yeah, this costs whatever LLM you're using. So theoretically, it could be free if you're using a local LLM, but it'd probably be really dumb. Hey, Ross, where are you from? I'm in Australia. Is Pythagora accessible to everyone? Yes, it is. It's free, open source. Yeah. Okay, now we have a new thing to test out. Step 3. It still wants me to connect to a WebSocket. I'm just gonna skip all the WebSocket stuff till we get in the end. Where do I find it? Pythagora.ai is the website. Pythagora.ai, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Pythagora, yeah, it is. And then you click the Get Pythagora up the top and you download the VS Code extension. There's also a CLI version on GitHub. I don't know how to find that. I think Pythagora GitHub. Yeah, probably here. Is that it? Yeah, this is it. Am I in software or software cybersecurity software? Site says, I want to create AI product. Can you recommend some solution companies that can build it? Unfortunately, I can't recommend any specific companies. Tobias, what's up? Exclamation mark Discord. I don't have that, but I do have the link tree in my bio, Jack. Yeah, maybe I should get those commands working. No one's really ever tried to do that, but you. I think Tobias broke his keyboard, yeah. Or he's communicating in a code that no one understands but us. No, I don't understand. Yeah. Okay. We're there. We're more than halfway there. What is Pythagora? It's like an AI software engineer. You kind of give it what you want it to build. It asks you some questions, and together you work to build whatever app you want. So we're trying to make a chat app at the moment. Kosong asks, is it free? Yeah, it's free and open source, but after like just your first couple commands, you do have to plug it into some LLM backend using your own API key, or you can pay them for tokens as well. Okay. I don't know, still writing code. Still writing code. file. Tiochi, thanks for the follow. User 6, what AI do you recommend to build an ML model? Build an ML model. Depends what you mean by build ML model. Like from scratch or fine tuning a model, or what do you mean? I'd say consult with ChatGPT. That's the best one. Will it work with any language? It says it's best with web apps, so Node and stuff, but theoretically it should in the future. It's still very early days with this, so you have to give it some time to be able to do a lot of stuff. How hard is it to set up your local LLM? Really easy. I use LM Studio. Anyone can figure it out. Just Google LM Studio and you could get a local LLM running really easily. Does it work good? Have you tried building something before? I have tried. This is my 4th try. I haven't actually gotten anything properly fully working yet, but this test I think hopefully will work. We'll see. Iconic says, bro, tell me how to use Ollama local LLM with Pythagora instead of OpenAI and screw money on token. Yeah, we could try that next. I think it'll be pretty shit, to be honest. I think these 7B LLMs, which is pretty much the only thing I can run, will be pretty bad. Dan says use Devon. I wish I could. I don't have access to Devon. Kosan says, can it be integrated with GitHub Copilot? Yeah, you could then use GitHub Copilot to extend the code. Raider says, have you used Gen AI? It seems quicker than LM Studio to me. I've seen Gen AI, but I haven't used it. It's interesting that you think it's way quicker. Have you used Ollama, Raider Duck? I've heard Ollama is pretty fast too. I want to try that out as well. Adar says, I think GPT-4 is the best by far right now for any developer. Yeah, have you tried Claude 3 though? I think Claude 3 is about to take over GPT-4. PT Nguyen, hello. Trust me, I managed to generate a code on GPT Pilot, but it charged me $80. Damn. Samurai, thanks for the follow. Raider says, I tried it a few months ago, but couldn't get it working. Okay. Okay. Let's see. If I go to this website, I should now have TechFriend Chat 2. Apparently, says my software engineer. There is a chat. Yeah, TechFriend Chat 2. Great. With an empty chat box. Click the emoji picker. I don't see an emoji picker. That's fine. Let's ignore the emoji picker. Type a message and press enter. You should have a message entered. Hello. Enter. Oh, nope. Let's see if there's any errors. No errors in here. Oh, here we go. There's an error with the emoji picker. So let's see if it can actually it hasn't. Can't really select that properly. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna just paste this error here with the emoji picker, and let's see if it can debug this. Actually, first let's restart the server just to make sure that it's not fixed just by running yarn start again. Refresh. Yep, still that same error. And actually, let's debug this error. I don't really care about the emoji picker too much. So I'm going to give it the exact error that we got, and hopefully it can debug it like a good software engineer. Nick, thanks for the follow. Rothschild, thanks for the follow. Adar says, yeah, Claude 3 is powerful as well. Doom says, people that want help setting up a local LLM, it's called use YouTube lol. I mean, this is technically on YouTube, so you can't blame him. Coco says, I thought one of the things that made Copilot good is that they specifically trained it with a huge amount of code, giving that codex model or something like that. Anyway, any LLMs that you can set up locally that are also trained with lots of code. Yes, my favorite local coding LLM is called Magic Coder SDS. And if you ever want to know an up-to-date leaderboard of what the best coding LLM is, use the eval plus leaderboard. That's what I've been going off. So you can see here, GPT-4 Turbo is the best, GPT-4 second best, Claude 3 Opus third best, DeepSeek Coder 33, Open Code Interpreter 33, and then Open Code. Oh wow, okay, so Open Code Interpreter DS is now better than Magic Coder. This used to be number 7. But now it looks like we have Open Code Interpreter DS, which I think I also have. Open Code Interpreter DS, yes, I also have Open Code Interpreter. So that's the best 7B model you can run locally for coding. Zaid says, do I provide consultation? Yeah, I do. There's a link in my bio. I got a demo code in JS, HTML, but I want to make it Python on hardware. And on hardware. Interesting. Iconic says, I got connected to Pythagora team directly and asked them if they support local LLMs. That's in. Well, technically, we should be able to just change the base URL to a local one. I think we can do that without them having to change anything. I'll definitely try that out later, Iconics, if you stick around. I just want to try get this app working first. So let's see if they can debug this. They said, can you provide logs from the backend? I literally just gave it the logs, so I'll give it to it again. Okay. Now hopefully it's gonna fix the bug. Hummingbird says, will it work with Rust and Node.js? I'm not sure. I'm honestly just trying to get it to work with what it's comfortable with, and it's been a little bit of trouble. But it's doing the troubleshooting now. So it's doing, this is the first time we've actually have had it to debug on this project, and we're more than halfway there. We're on task 4. There's only 2 tasks left. Hopefully we can get through this. We will see. My hearts are glued to the screen. How can we use a local LLM? Okay. This is how. Iconics. Let me show you. While this is doing this, you go into your folder where you've set up your GPT Pilot, right? It should look like this. Sorry, this isn't very big. Actually, I can make it big. Give me one sec. Okay, here. So when you have GPT Pilot, in the Pilot folder, there should be a .env folder. In this, you can set up the base URL and the OpenAI key, the API key. This is where you want to set it to your local inference server and just put whatever for the API key. That's how you do it. Theoretically, I haven't tried it, but that's how it should theoretically work. Supian and Gobi, thanks for the follows. Samurai says, do you have any tutorial for local Python installation with Stable Diffusion? Yo, Samurai, if you want local Stable Diffusion, I use this tool called Pinocchio. Pinocchio.computer. This tool sets up all the Python and stuff you need in one click for Stable Diffusion and a bunch of other AI stuff. So check that out, Samurai. Doom says, can you use a LLM for GPT Pilot? It's not hard. It's in the settings. T-May, thanks for the follow. I finally caught one of those Twitch things. Kosong, thanks for the follow. I think I already saw you. Okay, so it wants us to try again. Let's try again. Localhost 300. Please, chat work. ASD. Nope. Oh, it came through though. No errors. That's good. Maybe we need 2 chats open. Oh, it works. It just doesn't show the chat for one. But that's pretty cool, guys. Look, we actually got a working chat. I think we can give it feedback and say the message doesn't show in the log for the user that sent it. Only the other. It only shows on other users' logs. So let's make sure that the own user can see their log. Resin is a can. Thanks for the follow. So this is really good. We're actually getting some feedback back and forth Thanks for the heart, Samurai, of how this should work. Can you provide the logs from the front end? Do we still have that open? We actually closed it, so let's try again. ASD. Just tell it there's no logs. No logs. Logs from the back end. We just give it the logs. All messages appear for both. So I think this is a standard kind of question answer it goes through whenever there's a bug. It's like, provide the logs for both sides. What's the expected behavior? What's the actual behavior? So the expected behavior is all messages appear for all users in the chat log. What is the actual behavior? The sender's message does not appear in their own chat log. Pretty much. Okay, and now it's going to try troubleshoot this. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's got like a /nickname command. That's pretty cool. So you go /nick to change your nickname. Very cool. Which WebSocket does the AI use? It's just using an npm package called WS. It's just a JavaScript kind of WebSocket thing. All right, now it wants me to try test it again. So let's do that. Hi. Yes, perfect. Now it works. So we can continue to the next step. Step 5 out of 6. 2 more steps to go, guys. We got this. Reply Pal says they made a Vue-like React to-do list. Nice. Good job. Coco, thanks for the eval plus link. Really interesting. But from that it seems Copilot uses GPT-4. Yes, it does. But like I think it uses a fine-tuned GPT-4. So I think it's a bit different. What are the advantages of GPT Pilot? That it creates stuff, it debugs stuff. It's interactive, it runs commands. It's a lot less manual than like just a chat interface. Yogus, thanks for the follow. Brutal Strike posted something on Discord. Oh, you're a Reply Pal, of course. Yo, I'll check it out later. Actually, I could check it out now. Let's check out Brutal Strike's app. Whoa. This is code. Oh, you made React work like Vue because I don't understand use state. Oh, I'll read this later. That's too much for me to read. Jack, what's up? Welcome to the Discord. Guys, join the Discord if you're not in it. Link in bio. Can it use GPT 3.5? That's a good question. I think so. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe it can't use local models because it always tries GPT-4. Oh, no. No, it should still. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can use 3.5 with this. Okay. Hycal says trying Devon. Do you have Devon access, Hycal? Give me access, please. Have I tried Cursor AI? Yeah, I have. Cursor AI is pretty good. I just had some troubles with it. With like just the editor itself. So that's why I kind of just keep going back to VS Code. Yeah, I think my TikTok video is popping off. That llama file video I posted, I think it's getting a bunch of views. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, it's going ham. 50,000 views. That's a lot. That's really good for me. Shouts out to everyone that came from the TikTok video. Hope you all are good. Kosong says, I once made the same kind of website when I was in college and it took hours. Which one? The chat website? Alright, let's see what it wants us to test now. What did it change? Let's just have a look without reading. I'm too lazy. I bet you it looks the same. It does look the same. Oh, now we can send a link. Check out www.google.com. And it should be a clickable link, but it's not. And there should be an emoji bigger, but there's not. Screw that, I don't really care. Let's just pretend it works. I wanted to finish up so we can see if we could deploy this. Yeah, the chat website. Can you make a tutorial on how to install Pythagora? Bro, it's so easy. You don't need a tutorial. Literally go Pythagora.ai, click Get Pythagora, and then click Install. And then open in VS Code. That's it. That's literally it. Or I think you could even search it for it here. Just search for Pythagora in your VS Code extensions, and yeah, it's there as well. It's so easy. It's literally just a VS Code extension. What was my issue with the editor? I can't remember. TikTok is going to be banned in the USA, says Doom. Thank God TikTok is trash. I actually really like TikTok. Yeah, it sucks that it's going to be banned in the US because most of my viewers are actually in the US, so it's a sad day for me. But my Instagram's blowing up, so that's pretty good. Well, not like blowing up, but like it's gaining viewers, users, followers, so that's nice. Kosong's in Europe. Wait, are you Kosong? Or is that Nick? Oh, it is Nick. What's up, Nick? Didn't even I thought it was just Kosong continuing to type. You troll, man. Yeah, I feel like Meta has a lot to do with TikTok getting banned for sure, right? Just Zuck paying those congressmen. Paying them that moolah. Okay. What did it change now? In the message, type hello from user 2 and press enter. It should appear in both. That was already working. Oh, now we get to change try the username change. It's funny because I feel like that was already implemented before, but now it's setting it for us to test it. It's like those software engineers that like pretend that they did some work that they did like months ago. All right, so now we're just anonymous. Oh, no, it doesn't work with the. But if we go /Nick Tony, nickname change to Tony. Hi, I'm Tony. And now you're Tony, yay. But the original message is not sent anymore. Oh, well, let's pretend it's working. I want to see what the process is for deploying this app. Because now we finally reached the end. And I want to see how hard is it to deploy this. Yo, Polkit, welcome. Am I trying open source LLMs locally or what? I was actually. Now I'm not. I've been using pretty much GPT-4 with Pilot this whole time. Well, not this whole time, but like for an hour. But I was doing open source local LLMs before. Comparing, performances, their ability to answer questions and the speed. We'll go back on trying a local LLM. I just want to see if I can. James Post, thanks for the sub. I want to see if I can if I can deploy this, oh, I should have asked. I can load an app, and the cool thing is, like, you can load this from any step. So if we load it from the latest step, I think maybe I can ask, how can I deploy this app? Let's see if it can give me any advice to deploying it. Create a new route/deploy. What? No. That's not right. Let's just look at the folder structure. Server.js. So it's an Express app. Yes. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT what the best, or what a way to, how can I host an Express app with website? I think we have to use like a web server. Free Express app web hosting. Surely there's some kind of service that does this, right? Anyone know? Anyone in chat? Fly.io. Oh yeah, I tried these guys before. They didn't work out too well, but we can try again. Oops. Ooh, sorry. RIP headphone users. Render.com, GCP, adaptable. Oh, it's probably too much effort. I feel like it's going to be a lot of effort to deploy this. But yeah. What did I want to do? I wanted to deploy I guess it's a Node app, a Node Express app, really easily, like just one click. I just want to upload this folder and have a deployed Node app. Kind of like how you deploy a static website, but this is a server, a web server instead. But I don't know how easy that is. I want to see if we can run Pythagora with a local LLM. So I'm going to quickly change some files. Vercel? Can you do that in Vercel? I think Vercel is like Next.js. I don't know if it can do it with just Node. Maybe. Hold up. Let me just paste this here. Okay, we're back. Okay, so this is the end file you get in the pilot folder for Pythagora. And now I'm pretty sure we can use the OpenAI endpoint for just our local LLM here. We're using Hermes 2 Pro. If you're still here, that dude, what was that dude, Baltic or something, that wanted to know about the local LLMs. I'm really liking this Hermes 2 Pro Mistral. We've ran the server on 1234/v1. And we'll have a fake key here. Now, let's see if we can run Pythagora with that local LLM. Iconics, if you're still here, this is what you've been waiting for. Brutal Strike says maybe hosted on Replit. Oh yeah, that could work. We could try that as well. Alright, let's just try this local LLM with Pythagora. Create a new app. Ooh, is it going to connect? No, there's a problem with choices. What's choices? guess Open AI choices. I guess that's something that we don't have with. So maybe you can't use it with a local LLM. Choices? Heroku is a website to deploy the Express website. Okay, Heroku as well. Ooh, okay, so they need a choices thing. Damn. Maybe we can't use it with Pythagora. I'm sorry, Iconics. I gave you some false information. That is a bit sad. Okay. Alright, should we just try... Alright, should we Heroku deploy Express app? Deploying Node.js apps on Heroku. Heroku CLI. Ooh, we could try... Hold on. Oh, man. Hold on, let me make an account real quick. Why don't they have Google Auth or DigitalOcean? Yeah. Use Next.js and applied in Vercel. No, I don't want to change the code. We're gonna try Heroku. Just have to create my account here, and then I probably have to use the API key or something. Now I'm gonna use, okay, we've created the account. I'm gonna use what am I saying? I'm gonna use Open Interpreter to try use the Heroku CLI to run this, so that should be interesting. Secure your account. No, I don't want to set up MFA, bro. What was the other option? DigitalOcean or Replit? We're gonna do Replit. Let's try. I wonder, like, do I have to zip this? Oops. Zip up this folder. This is the project. How big is this? Oh, it's only 14 megs. That's pretty good. Create REPL, Node.js, TechFriend chat, create REPL, index.js. I wonder if I can, let's see if I can just drag this folder in. I just drag all these files except for node modules. Oh, you can. Yes. Sick. Catcherek Christian, thank you for the follow. Okay, we'll delete index.js because we have server.js. And now in the shell, I think we can do npm install. Hopefully. This will take some time. Let me make this bigger. Replic's pretty cool for prototyping. Okay. Now, npm run start. Pretty sure this only looks like you have a server running. Yes, good. You have a dev URL. Oh, sick. If I have 2 of these, can I chat? Oh, I can't chat. That's not good. WebSocket has been blocked. Maybe I need to deploy it. Let's try deploy it. Deploy. Oh, we can't deploy without paying money. Damn it. Wait, what if we run it like that? Oh, that's annoying. Karok says, I just started to test Pythagora in this very moment, and I find it funny. TikTok's shown me your For You page. That is funny. But now's the time, you know. Devon got hyped, so everyone's like, shit, I want to try an AI software engineer now. The crickets are loud. I can close my window. I think this mic is just very sensitive. Very sensitive microphone. One's just not found. Why is it trying to run index.js? Because, oh, here. Server.js. Still trying index.js. Weird. Alright, I think we're gonna move on from this app anyway. We're gonna go back to the original task of the open source LLMs. I was gonna close my window. Yeah, I'm gonna close my window. I'll be back. We're going dark mode. Oh, that didn't even really make a difference. Oh no, it is. I am a bit darker. Oh no, it just white balance. Yeah, so I wanna have some cool use cases for Open Hermes and Open Interpreter. Well, sorry, Hermes 2 Pro and Open Interpreter. But I'm not sure what. Let's browse Twitter for some inspiration, shall we? Oh, actually, hold on. I bookmarked this post. What's an AI product which doesn't exist today but you wish existed? And yeah, this is a really cool post that you can find lots of AI app ideas in. So let's go through them, shall we? Hassan, a tool that can genuinely and accurately. I don't like this one. I don't like writing because it's been so done. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not been done well enough, but I don't know. It's just not something I'm interested in either, I guess. AI software engineer. Yep. Let's see what the replies are to this. People. Yep. Devon. I knew it straight away. Someone replies Devon. Someone else replies Devon. Yep. Skimming through these. Oh, this is actually something I thought about today. AI sports trainer analyzes my tennis form and creates an AI tennis coach to find a way to become better. I actually literally want exactly this. I've been using just subreddits and it actually works pretty well. I'll eventually get Ollie up to this point. Waiting for improvements to happen in the AI models, mainly inference speeds and multimodality, to have it on the smartphone. Ooh, Eve predicts working on this. Alright, let's see these people that are working on this. Ollie up tech. I actually already have a product. See, it's all text based. Eve predicts website doesn't even work. So yeah, it's very early days in any niche. Even the ones that seem saturated, I feel like there's still a lot of opportunity to create something good. AI scriptable browser, yeah, Multion. We need Multion to be in like Pythagora. I think that would be a killer app. It's pretty much what Devon is, right? Yeah. Sora, Siri. Oh well. I think, alright, let's do something that I did before when I first was testing Open Interpreter, and that's to list all the programs that are currently running on the computer. I think that's kind of interesting. So run interpreter with the local host, so it uses my local inference server, and I'm running Hermes 2 Pro. Yep, there we go. Oh, accidentally. Okay, it wants to get an unread email account. We're gonna actually stop that and restart the server because where can we go? Yeah, my bad. I accidentally pressed enter too early, so we'll have to start again. Alright. What processes are currently running on my computer? Okay, and we can see the logs in LM Studio here. They're not very interesting looking logs, but we can see the streamed process. To find out what processes are currently run on your computer, we're going to use the Python program psutil. So let it install psutil. It should have installed that. Let's get my task manager up. For some reason it like hangs. I guess it's reading. It like runs a command and then it sends the whole history back to the LLM. Oops. But yeah, we can have a look at my usage there. Whoa, it shut down? The hell happened? LM Studio just quit. What? That hasn't happened before. Let's try that one more time. List processes running on my computer and how much resources they are taking. Now this technically should just be one command, right? At least in Linux. I'm not sure if Windows has a command for that. It probably should, but I guess it's biased to use Python. So now it's going ahead to just write the Python code straight away. Pretty name. Memory usage. Total memory usage. Pretty name memory usage. Total memory usage by all processes. We'll run that. Yo, what am I doing? I'm running Open Interpreter with a local LLM. And it didn't pick up on any of the processes, interestingly. Let's see what it thinks about that. But yeah, we're kind of losing steam as well. If you have any ideas, guys, of what you would like to see run with a local LLM, I feel like there's some limitations with Open Interpreter, and that's with a local LLM, and that's like with the web browsing, which it can do with OS mode, but not with a local LLM. Irvan, thank you for the heart. And now it's going to troubleshoot the code that it ran. Hello, mister. How are you? Yo, Rated Duck, you're back. What's up? Neymar. Thanks for the follow. Trigger when email received an auto reply. I don't think like that's a good use for Open Interpreter. But a local system to do that's a good case. Like we could get Auto Interpreter to make a script to do that. Okay, yeah. Do you want to do that? We can try that. Let me just try run this one more time. Okay, we got some errors with that one too. Oh, I didn't realize I was running this. If I just quit that, that should probably make it run a whole lot smoother. Okay, so I'm going to change models now as well, because according to the Eval Plus leaderboard, the best 7B model that can code is now Open Code Interpreter DS 6, which I think we have. So let's stop the server, and I'm gonna run Open Code Interpreter DS6 Q8, and we'll stop Open Interpreter here. Quit out of that. Clear. I'm gonna make a new directory called email reply, and we'll cd there, start the server again, run open interpreter again. Okay, let's do it, Raiderduck. This one's for you. I don't know if it'll work because it needs to know about the Gmail API and yeah, we're gonna have to somehow auth. I'm honestly not expecting this to work, but I'm just curious to see what plan it comes up with and how far we get. So I'm gonna tell it to set up, create and run software to trigger when I receive an email in my Gmail inbox, and then automatically reply to it. So a very vague starting prompt. Like, it leaves a lot of questions like, what is my email? What should I reply with? What tools should I use to reply with it? What tools should I use to trigger it? Like, so many questions. Let's just see what it comes up with. Oh, and also the context window is defaulted to 3000, but we can actually have a context window of how much? 1600 with this, so could definitely change that. Okay, so it's making a script using the package smtplib, mime text, and mime multipart. Raider says, so receive a booking confirmation from Squarespace that contains dollar amount, name, date, location. Slamming says looking good, tag friend. Thank you, Slam. Okay, now it's asking, do I want to run this code? Obviously this isn't going to work. Yeah, it didn't even bother to try get the auth or anything, and this isn't a script that stays running. It kind of just runs once. I will run it, but we'll see what happens. It's gonna obviously, firstly, it doesn't have the packages. CatcherX says, are you also streaming on Twitch? Yes, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube and Kick. Error sending email, user and password not accepted. So I guess maybe you can auth if we put our password and sender email. Maybe. I don't think so, because Google has a lot of like two-factor stuff, especially me. Raiderduck, for this particular use case, I did set up that automation. I'm not sure if you saw this. You might have been on holiday, but I did make the auto reply video on my YouTube. This one, the AI email auto reply.
I'm your tech friend.
This one's a pretty simple tutorial using make.com, and you can set up a service that replies to emails online. Robert says, I think Devon will be a game changer. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. We will see. Slam says, what are your numbers on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube? Let's have a look. According to Botrix, it's 4 on each, but according to Restream, which I think is more accurate. Yo, Kazkor, thanks for the follow. We're on 3 on each. 3 on Twitch, 3 on YouTube. Kick, it doesn't say. I'm assuming 0. Yeah, probably 0 on Kick. Yeah, definitely watch that one, Raider. I think that is the way to go about it. I don't think like there's a good way to do it with just a Python script. Like an easy way to do it. It's definitely possible. Yeah, make.com is great for automations like that, which is what I use in that video. Yo, Kazro, coming from TikTok. Kacharek, yes, thank you, Kacharek. Nice to see you here. Yeah, it's a much better experience on YouTube and Twitch. You get to see the full screen. on your computer potentially. So good to see you round. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna wrap up this stream, guys. It's approaching midnight. I'm getting tired and I should get some sleep. But is make a self-hosted thing? Yeah, it's just a service to make no code applications. Make.com. It's really easy to use. But yeah, it's like I have a really short 8-minute tutorial for setting up the automatic email replier with YouTube. I'm going to be starting a video series, so definitely check that out. You get a better hold of technology, even it's really simple. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Wise Intelligent. But yeah, guys, I hope you like that content. Please make sure to subscribe and follow on your favorite platforms. I will be making a lot more content. And yeah, peace out.